day. It's a new dawn in Nigeria. Elections have just been held. Governments have just been inaugurated. We have returning governors. We have fresh governors. But the World Bank has been a major partner in the development programs of all of our states, both for the returning governors and for the new governors. And it's important that we work with the bank, particularly the country director, Rashid Ben Masood, and his team, to look at ways of engaging the bank, look at subsisting portfolio, and review things that we're doing right, things that we need to improve on, and how we need to accelerate the deployment of resources that is available within the portfolio for states. The bank is spending somewhere in the region of about 4 billion. It will give you more details about that. And I'm talking dollars now, in states. And some of our states are benefiting from a range of grants. Even the loans that we benefit from on the basis of the World Bank investment to our states, these are with long-term moratorium and very low interest rate over a long period of time to offset those loan portfolio. So for us, it's important to work on that engagement, both in terms of the lending operations, in terms of the advisory activities, in terms of the concrete actions in our state. And I don't know of many development partners that have programs in 36 states. The World Bank does. They have programs in all of our states, and all of our governors were present in this meeting. That's a statement about the importance attached to the partnership with the World Bank. And we've had extensive discussions around how to even improve on the existing relationship and how to build on those projects that have transitioned from one governor to another, because periods of transitions can be challenging periods, and it's absolutely important that we treat government as a continuum and address whatever gaps that there are without throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And these are the things that have come out of the investment lending portfolio and the program for results portfolio, which are the two vehicles that the World Bank uses in their relationship and support in our state. And the Nigerian Governors Forum has proposed a range of suggestions which the bank is taking up and will be implementing in order to better the relationship that we've built over the years. There's a question, of course, of also not having enough resources and the need to expand the lending portfolio from what it is now, both to the federal government and to the subnational entities. It's absolutely important that that vehicle is not closed, because if we can borrow from the World Bank at 1% interest rate, it's always going to be better for us than borrowing at 25% commercial lending rate. That's a no-brainer. All of us would agree with that. And for us, it's about development. And if you look at some of the programs, whether you're talking of BESDA is bettering the education services and service delivery in our states, which focuses a lot on the northern states where we have a high percentage of out-of-school children. Or you look at the Saving 1 Million Lives, which deals with malaria and other diseases that have been responsible for the high rate of child mortality, under 5 mortality in many of our states. And these are grants, these are not loans. Or even SIFTA, which is about fiscal transparency. in our states, you will see that World Bank is a critical partner that we really need to work with in order to improve the quality of life and living conditions of our people. But I'll let Rashid say some words to you so that you get a better understanding of why we've had to do this, bring in all our governors to engage the World Bank in this workshop. Deal with at the level of the bank, and that is happening. We also propose, and the country director has agreed to do a frequently asked question that highlights the portfolio in each state and the expectations of the bank, the agreement with the state, and how far we are progressing on that journey to ensuring delivery of the projects that our states have signed up to. The country director has also agreed with us to do a monthly state of the state report that would go direct to the governor, because for many of these projects, the governors may not even be aware, because these are bureaucratic monstrosities in some of the states that may prevent the governors themselves from really having a hands-on detail of what the project is achieving or not achieving. So the mechanism we've agreed is for some of this correspondence and initiatives to go through our secretariat so that it would get to the governors in good time and they can act on it. We have also discussed around expansion of portfolio, that is the lending portfolio. And on our part, we've also committed ourselves to deploying our political capital, if you can call it that, to accelerate approvals that the World Bank require in order to fund many of these projects. What is usually known as borrowing plan. You are familiar with that, and we have to go through our National Assembly. And these are also members that were elected from some of our own constituencies. So we have no reason not to be able to talk to them in order to support the projects of the state in the National Assembly, where they have the mandate to represent the people. Those are some of the specifics of our engagement.
Last question from you.
The matter not really for the World Bank, it's a matter for us, because there are implications to keeping our children out of school. And I happen to know that this is a matter that has been on the front and center of governmental activity, at least as far as the Buhari administration is concerned. And it's a recurring decimal in National Economic Council agenda. But specifically with regards to the bank, I mentioned earlier, and the country director also backed this up, there is a program known as BESTA, which is more of a grant in aid supporting 17 states. Most of those 17 states, I think, bar 3, are in the north. I think the only southern state, that's not to suggest that out-of-school children is only a northern phenomenon. There are out-of-school children all over Nigeria, in the south as well, but it's a problem that is more acute in northern Nigeria. So virtually all the states in northern Nigeria are captured in the Better Education Service Delivery program, BESTA, that we spoke about. And this is a grant. It's not even something to be paid back. It's a grant to the states that are beneficiaries of BESTA. But in addition to that, our UBEC resources are also being deployed to reducing significantly the scourge of out-of-school children, because there are security implications. It's not just an educational issue. It has a security implication. It has a major implication on the program of the federal government, the ERGP, on investing in our people. And it is something that, to the best of my knowledge, all my colleagues, particularly my colleagues from the north, are paying significant attention to. And in my own agenda as chairman, I inform my colleagues that this is one issue that I'm going to keep on the front burner. Security, out of school children, poverty and human capital development. Those are the priorities of this tenure of the chairmanship.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.